20-inch diameter, 20-inch radius. The foam is half-inch foam, basically. It's foam rubber, but it's half-inch. You lay your foam rubber up here, and there's a reason for that. You set this up with the side that you're going to actually be spray painting. You can tell because the not so good side is there. You're going to start by spray painting the foam rubber, or the plywood on this side, okay? So that's it. Now, this is where you have your gloves on. You take this out here and you lay this down here. Then you do this. You can almost see the semicircle where you actually have to spray paint, okay? The trick is to line up the bottom of the foam rubber. We're going to switch sides like this, okay? With the edge of the plywood. And then you're going to roll it on. So you kind of want to have this up. So we're going to start by lining up this edge. And once this goes down, let me tell you, it does not come up. It's permanent. There's one way that this will not hurt you, and that is if you retract the blade, okay? Simple, retract the blade, okay? You only have it out, we're gonna use it, and then you retract the blade. You retract the blade when you set it down, you retract the blade when you hand it to somebody, always retract the blade, okay? Ah! Oh! Anyway, kidding. Okay, there you go. That's the safety lesson. Now, what you're gonna do is, as you cut this, you're gonna kind of like angle slightly down this way. You're gonna create kind of a bevel. And the reason is because when we put the velvet on, we want to have it to be not like, we want to have it to be kind of an angle. So notice how I set that down. I mean, come on. And then retract the blade. Anyway, there you go. So I'm going to give you an example of, so here it goes. All right. Then you end up with this. All right.
Will, come on, look at this. You did it again.
What?
What the heck? Come on.
You gave the safety lesson.
See the process. You demand of the process. Okay. All right. So now we come to the handle section.
Other side. Nice. Okay.
So here we are here. Center line is at 20. Okay. What the heck?
Ooh.
Well,
Quick recovery. So where's my tape? Okay, now here's the thing about this. This is really powerful, and if you over drill it,
Strip it.
you will strip out your deal. So you find one of the holes that you just put in here, push down, little bursts,
Little one. Okay.
just until you get home. And once that first one's in, that's really easy to kind of position the other stuff. No,
Where's the mark?
Okay, so you pick out a valve. Can you hold it? The reason why there are two stations is because this one takes a little bit longer, and this is where I will be helping out. Well, it's very important that you use polyester velvet because the nap on the velvet is very pert. It's very straight, where cotton velvet can kind of crush, so that could be problematic. But this is going to be you can see how this is so evenly pert that it's hard to even focus on the surface. And the advantage of that is that anything you put on the table just pops and it stands out. It's almost like it's floating in space. That's why I really like the velvet here. So I'll end up here.
Do you know what that's from?
Okay.
It's perfect. This is perfect.
I'm just gonna get this laid out. As you see these fold marks, all that will get worked out. Give it a little pull.
Make sure it's even.
Sides like this, and then you can do the same thing here. So I usually start in the center here. Now this time, this is the first time that we've actually have power stapling.
All right.
So usually it's like, you're like, oh my finger.
What did we use last?
So anyway,
So don't staple your finger. Is that the safety talk?
that's the idea. So, boom.
Oh, wow.
You feel me?
That's
Right, man. Okay, so you're gonna pull this about every inch and a half or so.
But it's
Not super tight, but snug. Okay. Okay, the stapler isn't perfect. It's got some little issues, so this is where the hammer comes in. You're gonna kind of, and if you hammer this too hard, you actually will force the staple to cut through the material. So you have to be really careful. Just a couple of taps, and you're gonna be hearing this all night long. Okay, by the way, let me just tell you about that. And we're gonna like pull this down a little bit.
okay.
Okay, make it kind of taut. This is for our re-velveting people, by the way, both Doug and Mitch. Okay, so you kind of pulling out. We're pulling out all the wrinkles like this. I usually like to start at the top right here. Okay, you go like this. Boom. Now, as you go around, you're going to be kind of like folding. Tuck in a fold here like this, and you staple on the fold.
Staple on the fold.
Right. And don't worry about these little things. That's all going to get covered with your fringe and your skirts and all that stuff, you know. But the idea is that as you kind of come around here, and we're going to trim off this extra velvet, by the way. Yeah. And here you can do like a little fancy, you know, so it can feel like your bed. You guys make your beds, right? Every day. I know I do.
Of course we do.
I do.
Every day.
You do?
So then you get your scissors and you cut off this extra stuff, okay?
Wait, you need to hammer that down, Will.
Hey, that.
Will, you didn't do the
Guys,
hammering.
who has a deck of cards right here?
You didn't do the hammering.
Yeah, that's if you need it. Yeah, he's right. On the hammer.
I would
So,
assume
yeah, we
all of
need the
those could use
scissors.
all of these
You have
could
to
use
cut
some
that
tap.
off one.
Yeah, I would do that. He's right. He really is right. And I don't say that too often about Jonathan, but I'm going to say that tonight. You know, so.
I'm telling you, you want to hammer those things down.
And by the way, you can put in extra staples too once you get that done here. If you want to like put in and it's the same stand that's actually out in the one that's near the slider. All right.
Good stuff.
All right, I guess I'll take one of these things.